Well, welcome back, folks. Just some technical issues. We couldn't live stream. Sometimes, you get bandwidth problems here and there. But this show here at North City Lights is brought to you by the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. Greg?
That's right. The Association for Lighting Distributors.
That's right.
All over the country.
That's right. I've been a member since 2005 and 2006 for you.
Mm-hmm.
So go to NAILD.org. That's NAILD.org for, hey, man, if you're a lighting distributor, this is your association. And we have all sorts of great educational programs. Right now, we're super excited to talk to, well, I don't know what his title is, Sales and Technical.
Or President. Or
President, CEO.
Whatever.
Yeah, of North Bay Lighting and Electric Supply, Peter Keggy.
Yes.
Welcome, Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Mm-hmm.
So how long and how many years in lighting?
About since 2006.
2006.
Got going. Yeah, so 13 years.
So you started this from...
My dad.
Oh, your dad.
Right back there.
Ah, okay. Lots of family businesses in lighting.
Yes.
Did you work in it as a kid?
Every once in a while, but it was pretty crazy back then. So,
When did he start it?
he bought the company in about 1990.
How long has it been around?
It's been like North Bay Electrical, and it's changed. We went to lighting about once he bought it.
So 1990, North City Lighting.
It used to be North Bay Electric.
Okay.
Works. But yeah.
Oh, North Bay Lighting now. So why was it a slow gravitation to lighting, or did you just say, you know what, the best margin here is on the bulbs? Let's go for the bulbs.
An accountant at a lighting shop, and he wanted to start his own business. And he bought this one and made it more lighting.
Are you guys still selling electrical?
Yeah. I mean, like switches and stuff.
But not wire?
No,
wire, all that stuff.
You can't compete with that.
Yeah, that's a tough deal.
Yeah, those guys, it's funny. You go to a small electrical distributor, and they'll do like $12 million in sales a year. Mm-hmm. But the margins on that pipe and wire are super slim.
Yeah.
So, so they have, it looks, if you did $12 million worth of lighting sales, it'd be way more profitable than $12 million worth of pipe and wire.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why you did lighting.
And we don't have forklifts.
Yeah, there you go. That's another problem. So you're handpicking everything back there.
Yep.
So who do you guys sell to primarily?
Pretty much everybody. We got government, grandmas.
Grandmas and government.
Contractors, homeowners.
Yeah. Cool. Do you guys sell a lot online?
No. But, people see our funky webpage and call us up, I guess.
Yeah, sure. So do you get a lot of people coming in looking for odd stuff?
Oh, yeah. That's where we learn about most of our stuff we sell. Just all that kind of, from the customers.
Sure.
So, what kind of odd stuff are you thinking of?
Oh, no, weird light bulbs. So I have a very similar business to you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a warehouse in the back and a counter in the front, and I work with my dad every day, and we sell weird light bulbs to governments and grandmas. Yeah, basically, yeah. And so, it's very similar. Did you get involved in rebates much, in LED rebates?
Yeah, but PG&E really screwed that over.
Yeah, you know what? We've heard that a few times here on the West Coast. But what's the beef that the distributors are having with PG&E? Can you tell me about it?
Well, they tried to take over the system, and they completely failed.
Okay.
But, other than the residential, we've had good luck with that. Mm-hmm. So, but the commercial aspect of it was never... It used to be good, and then they took it over and screwed it up.
And by taking it over, you taking it out of independent hands?
Yeah, it used to be. They used to go through a company that set it up for them, and then it was a lot easier to get rebates through that. And then they started a whole new system and
in-house.
Yeah, in-house, and it just was pain to use because it was combined with all their other incentive programs.
Sure.
So, just a lot of learning that I didn't feel like getting involved in.
That's a third person, hey Rick. Told us that on the West Coast about PG&E. If you're listening to PG&E, come on, man, you got to get your rebate program.
I think it's pretty much done. LEDs are so cheap now.
Yeah, it's true.
Are you guys only selling LED, or you're selling everything still, right?
Yeah. I'm not too worried about losing incandescents so much, but it'll be kind of sad.
Do you think you actually will?
They're going to get rid of a lot of them, it sounds like.
Yeah.
'Cause all the weird ones, I'm not sure what they're going to do. We'll see. California knows best.
The Republic of California leads the way. That's been another theme here, man. It seems like Californians pay the price for early adoptership on everything. The first people to make laws about stuff, and
there's definitely not replacements for every bulb out there. I mean, especially with like the MR16, they don't have any competition really from LEDs because, I mean, no company has all the different beam spreads and the different wattages.
Yeah, that was a special lamp, the MR16.
The dimming of it is also a pain in the butt.
For sure it is.
Yeah, I love that MR16 though.
Oh man, I love MR16s.
And I can't even get them anymore.
No?
Nope. I mean, unless there are certain companies that slip them through. But
you should be the Al Capone of light bulbs in California.
I mean, I don't feel like lawyers on my back.
Yeah. Is there light bulb police?
I mean, I'm sure California sends letters out to certain manufacturers don't send these bulbs to us. But
how dare you send your high performance halogen lamps here with those tight beam spreads and beautiful dimming. Don't you dare send them here.
I'm pretty low on spots, so if anybody has any, I'd be willing to buy some.
So do you guys do a lot of project work then, or is it more supply, or is it a mix?
Yeah, we do quotes and just one bulb here or what have you.
You don't do turnkey lighting retrofits or anything like that?
No. We have customers that do that kind of stuff and
Sure.
do a little bit of sales like that, but yeah.
Is it contractors then that you deal with a lot?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah. It's like a third. My dad used to say a third contractors, a third businesses, and third just everybody else, I guess. Or
is that revenue or lamps sold?
Just lamps and sales.
Yeah, sales. So that's a pretty stable base. It's funny because, these lighting businesses were undervalued because they were considered electrical. They're in a category with electrical, but electrical didn't have the frequency of burnout and replacement lamp sale that light bulbs had. So light bulbs were like a pseudo subscription kind of industry. You could predict how much a customer would buy in a year, pretty much. You know what I mean? And so there was like this reoccurring revenue stream that made it, like your dad as an accountant would notice this. He's like, man, you know what? It's funny because grocery stores did the same thing. There was an accountant in Canada that noticed that the most profitable item in the grocery store was the pet food. Right? And so within 10 years, you would see all these pet food shops opened up. I don't know if you've seen that, if you guys had that in Minnesota or whatever.
Yeah.
It was in the 1990s, this accountant noticed that that's the most profitable line in a grocery store. So boom, they open up pet food shops, and then all of a sudden there's all these different lines of pet food shops everywhere, right? I think light bulbs is that to electrical in a way. And not anymore, maybe the life cycle of LEDs being longer, but there is this sense that people have to rebuy that light source, and we're losing that.
I mean, I definitely deal with a lot of problem LEDs.
Ha ha ha! Tell me all about it.
I mean, like the lighting retrofit, all-in-one cans. I mean, like when one of those burns out and they're like, they don't make that same look. What do I tell them?
And what do you do with that?
I mean, you just sell them something that doesn't look the same, I guess.
Yeah, that's a problem, especially recessed cans when they have different baffles and things, and you're like,
and there's some pretty picky people around.
Some of those things are like, you're not talking 10 years. Some of them you're talking like 2-3 years old.
Some of them will definitely last, but
I mean, sure. What does last mean too?
I mean, I know nothing's. Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
I definitely prefer the replaceable bulbs.
So when you're talking to someone, do you get into that modular versus purpose-built argument, which is what I call it? Like, it's better even in LED. Like, if you don't need to have that purpose-built look, why not buy the T8 high bay fixture and put T8 LED tubes?
I like that, but I mean, definitely people like the looks too.
Yeah, sure.
The LEDs.
I notice here, you might not see it on camera, but you guys have a lot of tape lighting.
That's my man Felix.
So what is going on with tape lighting here? Why don't I stock any tape, Mike?
I don't know. A lot of people are making money on tape. I don't know how they're doing it.
What are you doing with tape?
We just a lot of under cabinet lighting.
So residential.
Homeowners.
That's the thing.
Our number one thing that we have a little bit of tape, but it's hard to compete with Home Depot. But I guess you have a lot of the accessories and all that sort of stuff to do angles and corners and stuff like that. Is that
you just bend it around for the most part. I mean, some people like to solder and do all that stuff, but it's pretty versatile.
Is it? Yeah.
It's just the problem is, like you said, the transformers.
Yeah, sure.
So, and then you have to hide that, and everybody sees that it's just a little piece of tape, but then you have to hide everything else.
Yeah, sure. And some distributors sell whack loads of tape, dude, and I don't know who it is.
I'm starting to see it here, at least in California.
Yeah, it's just in California, everyone's into tape.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff. So, I mean, there's you could light up a room with certain tapes.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and there's all sorts of different kind too. There's like companies that make hundreds of different kinds of tapes, and then the inserts to go in between places, and the covers that go over top of the inserts, and there's a lot of that stuff out there, man.
Yeah, and it's been around for 10 years, so it's good stuff.
Where are you going with this thing, Peter? What's your 10-year outlook?
I mean, right now I'm pretty much hanging out. I got 2 kids.
Yeah.
So I pretty much am here as little as possible.
Yeah.
Once the kids get out of school, I'm gone.
Okay.
And but I mean, what's the outlook? I mean, it's pretty steady, and we got lots of customers that I like to talk to, and
yeah,
it's a fun business to be in. Really.
Are you guys in California primarily, or in this area? Majority
Yeah,
of
this
sales?
is it.
Everything's here.
I mean, we do a couple shipments, but nothing big time.
Sure. What do you see as the biggest challenge coming up?
Not too much. I mean, things are always changing. I think it's probably going to slow down eventually. But, I mean, I don't know how much more you can improve on an LED, but we'll see. Do you guys know better?
You know what? I have an issue with trying to predict the future at this point, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's we called 2019 the year of the warranty pig because we it's like look at that dinosaur right there, that Toshiba MR16.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. First of all, there's no Toshiba anymore in lighting.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But second of all, like I remember when they came out with this one hot. Like this was a hot item.
You couldn't touch it when it was on either.
Oh baby! And so in
literally
2013, I think they came up with this in 2012.
Something like that.
And I remember so many customers these burned out wicked fast on.
I didn't have. I mean, they did burn out. I had the biggest problem with the GU10 ones. Those were popping left and right for me, for a company. But
that one, man, that one goes in a museum, bro.
Yeah,
remember that? Remember looking at
fun
that
stuff.
Yeah. Look at that bad boy, eh? Look at that.
If you want that, there's an even older MR16 that was actually a Cobb. That one's probably
The one
like
up here?
12. In the middle of it.
Oh, yeah.
That was a Lumidas or whatever.
Ooh. Sexy.
Warm white.
So look at it. Oh, that's a nice scrap metal you have there. Nice aluminum scrap metal. Holy macaroni. Remember that? Like, people be looking at this stuff like, what the hell? Where are we going with this? This thing's going to last forever. Never going to burn out.
It still works.
Yeah.
All the capacitors are still not broken, I guess.
Are you a bit of a tinkerer with this stuff, too?
I'm not going to figure out what burned out on the bulb. I wonder why. What is the most common failure anyways? Do you guys know that one yet?
That's a good question. I don't know.
A bulb?
Yeah, an LED bulb or fixture.
I think it's just still the driver within.
But what part of it? Is it a capacitor or
resistor or something like that? Who knows?
Just say the driver and you're
You
covered.
haven't interviewed anybody that knows all this stuff yet?
Oh, that's what we're here for.
You know what? Drivers are a bit of a black magic space in the lighting business. It'd be nice to meet a driver expert, actually.
Could they just put a fuse in there that you could easily replace, or
that'd be too easy, Peter. Then you'd have a replaceable part.
Mm-hmm.
We can't have that. You got to replace the whole fixture. No?
Yeah, I know. Come on, man. What's interesting is that we've actually increased the life of the light source, but decreased the life cycle of the fixture.
From the driver you're talking about?
No, like from a purpose-built LED light fixture, the life cycle is shorter. You're going to have to replace that fixture sooner. Because when the LED burns out, you're going to replace the fixture.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain LEDs I guess you can replace. I mean, but
it's a pretty common theme though with everybody we talk to. We all like the replaceable components of things, being able to do that.
But I mean, like with strip lights that are for commercial use and like that take the 4-foot LED strip, you could probably get a replacement if they still make something that took the same driver. I'm already replacing somebody that didn't like the color of their built-in LED 4-foot fixture, and
Sure.
I'm ordering them, replacement strips that they're going to put in. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a good question. So how do you figure it out? You just are going to try a brand, or are you going to try the brand?
No, I
with
mean,
all
the brand
fixtures
has,
again?
they have all the different color temperatures of
Okay.
LED strips, and I was like, I got this fixture, and the customer needs a different color temperature, so they are replaceable, but
Hopefully they're not soldered in.
it's not like, plug and play T8 LED.
Yeah, for sure.
But you guys are obviously pretty restricted here in terms of that from California. You can't do as many replaceable. Like a lot of the fixtures you're selling, are they built-in LED right now still? Because of the Title 24 and all that?
No, we still, like a replaceable LED?
Yeah, just like an incandescent socket or a Type B LED tube where you bypass the ballast.
Type B.
Ballast bypass or...
Mm-hmm. You can do either the built-in LEDs or the, T8 Type B.
Okay, so you guys are selling those here where you bypass
we don't stock any LED, or T8 fixtures with the ballast anymore.
Okay.
None.
No more fluorescents. We stock the ballast if they want to make it into one, but that's about it.
Yeah. Or if they want to replace the ballast on what they got.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So it sounds like you sell light bulbs every day.
Mm-hmm. We do sell a lot of those.
Peter, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit with us and tell us a bit about your business and your. Is there going to be a third generation in the business, you think?
Oh, we'll see. If they like it here in high school.
Yeah. Folks, this one's coming out a couple days after we left San Francisco, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're a lighting distributor and you have light bulbs in your warehouse and you want to join a group, this is your group, the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors, that sponsors this. What are these, live streams, Greggy? Well, this one's not.
Recordings, whatever these are.
Yeah, distributor interviews. We got to give them a name. We'll give them a
Roadtrip.
name. But go to NAILD.org, baby. That's NAILD.org for information, educational programs. You know what to do. Thank you for listening. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you.